We are looking at an article written on the 2nd of September. Take note of that date because we're going to read a little bit of this article. So, how bad really is India's new food security bill? Last week, India's lower house of parliament passed sweeping legislation guaranteeing cheap grain for 67% of the country's population. Under the plan, the government will provide subsidized wheat and rice. The bill, which is expected to become law in the coming days, will likely create the world's largest welfare scheme. It has caused much hand-wringing amongst political pundits, economists, and the media, asking if India, already suffering from a budget deficit and struggling with a slowing economy and a depreciating currency, can afford this extra burden. Perhaps it can. The day after the bill was passed, the rupee slid further, and most pundits blamed the passage of the bill for that. But why should that be the case? India already provides subsidized food to a certain section of its population. The new bill will expand that coverage at a cost of about 1.35% of the GDP. It starts next year in April, and that means it will not impact the fiscal deficit target for this year. So you can read this up to the end. But here we can see that poverty is we create a sort of band-aid kind of solution to for poverty by doing little things here and there. But my question is, what about the human rights of people for food, for the basic necessities they need to survive? Why are we just giving them a little bit? Why are we just giving them alms? Why are we just giving them little bits here and there, a handout? India being a spiritually inclined country, I am questioning that. The handouts being given to the poor, because we can really see the poor as one of us, and then we can nationalize resources, create dividends that will pay for substantial living income for them to survive on. It is doable. It's just that we've given up. We just exist in this system accepting and allowing that inequality in this system, the inequality, and then trying to cope by trying to hand out or dole out or give charity to the poor, where the poor is given a status that is less than the rich. So I'm questioning that here. Reforms and little bits of reforms here and there. We've done that in the past. They say, we're evolving within the kind of reforms we introduce in society, and the different kinds of technology that we introduce to society, but it's just not based on walking as equals in this world. We have to realize that existing in an economy where there is inequality, where the poor doesn't eat 3 times a day and the rich eats 3 times a day, the poor not having a flushing toilet, while the rich has a flushing toilet and a toilet paper to use. That is just not fair. So we should stop just having this limited view of who we are as humanity, and just have a look at at a solution, a lasting solution, a permanent solution, where the poor, even the young kids, can be birthed here in this world, having a means to get their basic necessities met, have that where they can get their basic necessities they need to survive from birth till death. And so then when we die, we can look back and say, we have given the poor their share. We forget that the natural resources given by the earth is for all of us equally. And we tend to just miss that point. So this video is for us to have a look at that principle of what is best for all of us, not just for the few. Thank you.